This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And it comes out of the 25, no return attempted there. To throw in the first play of this championship game. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Can he make it to the marker? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
How about that, Chris? He gets a chance once, twice. They go back to him a third time. He's still short of the first down. This defense really locking in on that running back every time he touches the football.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. People like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Extending the play now. He got enough for the first down and still going. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Ball handed off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground here. And they've got him.
When real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on the 3rd down play? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They draw first blood in this national title game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
2nd down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He hands it off from the gun. He gets loose.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
1st down and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Play fake, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, the ball knocked loose. Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
State offense on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Tight end goes in motion. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Tennessee, 0.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Gives it to the back. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has. Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but it gives them a chance.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. First play of the drive now. We'll start from the 32. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Well, Kirk, New Mexico State has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, there are 3 things there that seem to be working against him on that play. The receiver didn't really sell the curl route that well. The pass looked to be late, and the corner was right there to break on the ball.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. On the move now. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense really clicking here. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's stopped again. They've got patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And they've got him on the blitz.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Throws it to the right. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Last drive stalled, but were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He's in the clear. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Over the middle and incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Throw to the running back in the flat. Hurdles the defender. What hops? Touchdown, Tennessee. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. And now to try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14, Tennessee, 7.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, then he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw here. Caught by the receiver. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Set her down to the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense operating from the pistol. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Moving to a bunch formation. Here comes a handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it now. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
It's a small gain, but look who they threw the football to, the fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
It's hard to be in man coverage when a quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The ball is caught. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Coming up, the first snap in the red zone on this drive. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Still no answer for this offense. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
21, Tennessee, 7.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's past the marker and still going. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Vols come to the line in a hurry up. And at first down, they go right back to him. Takes into space at the 50. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker down, so hold everything. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21, Tennessee, 14.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Now on second down here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on second and goal. And now a carry here for the fullback. The fullback gets stopped for a loss. Ran into a wall there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The big fullback's got it here. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, you go to old reliable here, the fullback who doesn't get his hands on the ball very often. Third down and goal, a great time to surprise the defense. He powers his way into that end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The tackle on the PAT, it's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the New Mexico State offense on the field now. Trying to build the lead as we begin the third quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
So it's 2nd and long at the 20. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And it's fielded at the 40. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And now the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Running out of time in the pocket. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. Comes the Aggies offense back out there. Trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. He'll hand it off. He finds some space. They stop him right at the 24.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback will just sneak it now. First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Try and muscle for the first down. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third. A chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Play action here on first down. Locates the tight end is complete. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The offense sets up with a first and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, New Mexico State. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Tennessee, 14.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on put something together in this drive. He's going to pull it down and run. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. In the clear at the 25. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Brings up second down.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Defense is coming after him. A bullet, but it's incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
They'll kick it away here. Field it at the 25. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. They're going to run it. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
But it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Well, Kirk, Mexico State has the lead here. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Second down after that previous play. Wants to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down after a short gain there. No huddle here for the offense. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The Vols look to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go, 7th play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. They'll run it with the draw play. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6. The Vols looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vols.
Boy, what a tough matchup for this defense. What are you going to do down inside the 5-yard line? Quarterback knows that he has a mismatch, just puts it up in the air and lets the big man climb the ladder for the score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the New Mexico State offense on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here's the second down play. Looking for a man. On the move now. Using his legs here. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Breaks into the clear. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
And he just cannot underestimate the frustration this adds to a defense so desperate to make a play to get off the field to give their own offense a chance. They didn't account for the quarterback and his legs. He takes off and does a great job of picking up that first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw. Up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And he'll wisely throw that one away. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught quickly. It's good for 1st down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And the Vols pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Volunteers. A heroic effort here on the biggest stage. Here we go, national championship game, 4th quarter, 1-possession game, Kirk. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
They're set now to try the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
Leaning on the run game here late. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Single back, takes the handoff. He's got the 40. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the fourth quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side. Explosive play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowle, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the New Mexico State Aggies.